So, Dr. Umar Johnson opens up Pandora's box. Coming right up. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Conversations Like Your Reason. And as always, I want to say thank y'all for joining me today. So, oftentimes leftists will open their mouths and say something completely stupid. Oftentimes they have these ideas that they don't think completely through. And Dr. Umar Johnson is no different. You know, he said a lot of nonsense when he did that interview with the Daily Wrap-Up crew. Now, I did my own video of that, giving my thoughts of it, highlighting some of those stupid things that he said. But there was one thing he said that really stood out to me, and I'm a person that catches those keywords, and I know when I hear them, they stand out to me. So I decided I want to do one video just highlighting that one particular thing that Umar Johnson said. So let's go into the actual clip.
Say I am the better man, but I shouldn't be held responsible because you wanted to choose a Pookie and a Ray Ray. That's not me. I worked too hard in my life.
And I'm gonna go back to what I said. Pookie and Ray Ray shouldn't exist. And the only reason why Pookie and Ray Ray exist because we're not in the community making those boys the men they need to be. Do you see that? And she don't get a Pookie if you didn't allow a Pookie.
But she got an Eli. She ain't come to Eli. She went to Pookie, and that's what we're trying to say.
She wouldn't have had a Pookie if we didn't allow one.
I worked too hard in my life.
Right. She wouldn't have had a Pookie if we didn't allow one.
But Dr. Umar.
Now, when I first heard this, the first thing that came to my mind was, did Umar Johnson realize what he just said there? I don't think he did. I don't think he even realized what he said. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody remember that line. We all remember this line, and people think, well, what's so special about this line? Well, essentially what he did here was he just gave everybody an escape clause for whatever problem that they could possibly have, whatever issue that they have. Any issue that somebody has, now they have an escape clause, they can just simply blame the conditions and blame who created the conditions. You know, whatever it is, whatever your problem issue is, you can say, well, I couldn't do whatever said problem I have if the conditions didn't exist. So therefore we have to blame the people who created the conditions. And he just simply, like I say, treated black women as if they're a bunch of children that can't be held responsible for anything. You can't let, women make any decisions in their life, because you can tell me they got all these good men out here and they choose the mess of they choose the mess of the bad boys and the thugs because they just compelled to do so. And according to him, well, we can't blame them because of the decision, because we got to blame who created the thugs. If the thugs wasn't here, they couldn't date the thugs. So black women are just too stupid to know not to mess with the wrong people, not to open your legs up for the wrong dudes. And this is no different than a racist rhetoric of they put the drugs and the guns in our community. Again, as black people, they put drugs in our community, and we're too stupid to know not to use them, to get rid of them, to dispose of the drugs. You're telling me that everybody, even people who don't even use drugs, we got to use the drugs now because they put it in our community. Ain't no sense letting them go to waste. Same thing with the guns. You're telling me that we're too stupid to use the guns to protect our community, that we have to take those guns and turn them on each other and shoot and kill each other. That's how, are we that stupid as black people? But like I said, he just gave everybody an excuse for whatever condition that they may have. So let's say if you have somebody who's an alcoholic now, they were driving while intoxicated, cause an accident and kill a whole family. That person can say, well, I can't be an alcoholic if there is no alcohol. Who created the alcohol? Who put the alcohol out here? They have an escape clause thanks to the good doctor. Right? It's somebody who's a serial rapist going around raping women. I know people talk about the rape culture, and 1 out of 4 women on college campuses are raped, which is absolutely ridiculous. It doesn't exist, but I guess it doesn't matter now. Because all that person has to say is, well, hey, I can't rape women if women don't exist. You got to blame the people who created the women. So apparently that person is blaming God or evolution, whatever you believe. Right? Same thing with these school shooters. Any person who went shot up a school or any mass shooting, they can say, well, I can't do a mass shooting if there ain't no guns. Can't blame me. Okay, if the guns wasn't here, I couldn't have done it. So we need to be looking at the people who created the guns. And the ultimate escape clause, and I know black folks ain't gonna like this, the ultimate escape clause, whenever black people starts crying about slavery, all white people have to do is say, well, you can't blame us for owning blacks. If black people didn't exist, we couldn't have owned them. You got to blame the people who created black folks. Once again, blaming God or evolution, whatever you believe. So, like I say, he just don't realize the can of worms that he opened making that stupid statement. Because everybody has it now. Now, obviously, it doesn't matter because nobody's going to pay attention to. Most people just ignore the nonsense that he said right there. And really, truly, a lot of people are going to start ignoring Dr. Umar Johnson. And he lost a lot of respect from a lot of men when he made that stupid claim blaming men for all the problems in the black community, mostly created by women themselves. But again, you have to pay attention to the words you say because words mean something. And as I said before, oftentimes leftists, they open their mouths, they defend ideas instead of they're all into their agenda and their ideas, and they'll say anything to defend it, even if they put their foot in their mouth with some stupidity. And that right there is Dr. Umar Johnson in a nutshell. I mean, I've been realized that. And I guarantee you a lot of people are going to start realizing this now. A lot of black men, well, wait a minute. Because if you actually analyze the things he says, it makes no sense. Anybody who literally uses simple common sense logic reason to dissemble what he says, to analyze what he says, if you can get past the race narrative, and if you can take those race-colored glasses off, you realize what he's saying is just straight asinine, which is again why I refer to him as a dumbass with a doctorate. He's a prototypical classic dumbass with a doctorate, a person who have a doctorate but have no real sense, has no real intelligence with him. Anyway, y'all, I just want to do this little video highlighting that problem that I saw, that escape clause that he just gave everybody now, that people can refer to. And anytime any white folks get in an argument with black people on slavery, guess what? They got their escape clause now. Well, at least Umar Johnson can't be crying about no slavery no more. But anyway, y'all, as always, 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 until next time.